Hi, good day. My name is Sandeep Garg, and today I'm on TestLeaks 2021 with all of you, the amazing testing and quality professional community. Thanks to TestTribe for allowing me to speak something of value today. Today I'm going to talk something with you on feedback. Feedback matters, really matters. I'm going to talk with you something about my personal experience today that I've taken. I would like to dedicate this thought of presenting this talk to Jerry Weinberg. He is the teacher of teachers in quality and testing space. And there is one of his famous statement that he made a long time back that there is no particular reason that why your friend and colleagues cannot also be your sternest critique. And I take this statement to the heart. In next 5 to 6 minutes, I'm going to tell you a very small story about my personal experience about feedback system, how it helped me to become better as a human and as a professional. So a few months back, I was trying to I was imagining that, okay, I'm going to giving a talk on an introduction to data science. I was new to this field. I was doing some study. I was taking some courses. And at the same time, I was thinking that, okay, probably this is the time where I can jump in and present this topic into a conference. I got an opportunity and I started preparation. I was excited, I was committed, and did my homework and do all that stuff that was required. And it was like 5 days that took me to all these things. And I requested for a feedback to some of my colleagues and friends in the community. And I got a highly constructive feedback from these people in the next couple of days. What I'm showing you right now is one of the artifacts that I prepared and sent to them for a review or for a feedback so that they look at the technicalities of the subject, can they resonate with that, and how they provide me the feedback on this. Now, this was not the only artifact for the presentation or the talk. This was one piece of the entire talk. And I was thinking that, okay, probably they would be able to relate and they would be able to give me a feedback. And yes, they did. They gave me a constructive feedback, and that feedback, when I received it and I thought about it, right, that led me to think and realize that, oh, looks like I made a mistake. Looks like the talk itself is still in a very immature state, and I need to do something about it. The people who were providing me feedback were experts. They knew how a talk is delivered. They knew what should be in a talk. They knew what should not be in a talk. So their feedback was very important, and that led me to a problem identification process that I'm going to show you next slide. What I call this problem identification process is his traps. That's a mnemonic, may make sense, may not make sense, but I devised it at that point of time. So his traps. When I say his traps, is like my hands-on were very weak at that point of time. I just started into that field. And so I don't know why I imagined that I can do that for a large audience or for a problem solving kind of activity for someone. I was ignorant to heuristics, different heuristics with respect to the technology, the techniques, and even the public speaking. I never did that before, except at few occasions. That is to in a very small setups. So I was ignorant to heuristics. I don't know why did not I use those. My subject matter expertise was also very weak because my hands-on was weak. My thought process was very narrow. It was too focused on the goal that I'm going to achieve, I'm going to deliver a talk, but there was no solution-oriented approach towards that. My research was not sufficient. I did not identify the target audience. My problem solving abilities was missing. And at the end of the day, what I find was more spiritually that, well, it looks like my selfishness is taking over the solution. Is it really good? Is it really good? No. And that bothered me. That bothered me a lot. What bothered me, other than this thought process, was that my core and personal value system was not allowing me to do that further. My common sense was really questionable at that point of time. My thinking was like paused. I was like frozen. This is how I progressed towards the talk preparation, what I felt after the problem identification process. I was thinking that it's a gold plating and nothing else. I was just trying to add some piece of puzzles together and, you know, like hook or crook mentality, just get this done. That's not appropriate. While I was going, all this process was going on, and deep in my heart, I was thinking, well, there is a kind of sine wave going on, a sine wave of embarrassment all the time. But at the same time, I was in peace of mind that, wow, what if I have not asked about this feedback? In that case, I would be doing something which I should not do, which is not right. So I'm thankful to the people, thankful to my friends in the community who gave me a very, very solid, constructive and critical feedback. My feeling of embarrassment was temporarily, it's last for 1 or 2 days, but I decided that, well, what I'm getting better is, what I'm getting better at is, I'm receiving feedback constructively, gracefully. I'm applying learning on the spot that led me to problem identification process. My thinking is becoming long-term rather than, okay, do it. It's like, do it right way. Do the right thing, do the right way. Just don't chase this thing. Problem identification, I think I became better on that part. What was at stake? Nothing as such. If you ask me what helped me to go through all this process, I would say some of Jerry's work, some of Jerry's writing on the feedback process. One is, what did you say? The art of giving and receiving feedback. And his another book is Perfect Software and Other Illusions about testing. I read a long time back, and I think they helped me a lot to become aware how to be conscious about taking, asking and receiving feedback, and how to observe the process, take that, understand that, absorb that, and work upon that. And if you haven't tasted these books, I would highly recommend you go buy these books and elevate your thought process. So to summarize, feedback matters. Asking for feedback, especially a critical one, is valuable for improvement. Giving and receiving and feedback is an art and science. Asking for it is easy, receiving it and working on that is pretty hard. And if you receive it from someone who matters, please work on that feedback. These are some spots on the virtual in the virtual space. With that, thank you very much and have a good time. Bye bye. Take care.